So, you know, Sparky, I've been a big fan of the P320, and I've always heard once you go Glock, you never go back. So, you know, I got a little spending money here, and
don't tell me you're one of those people now.
no, see, I don't want to be one of those people, but I've heard that once you go Glock, you can't stop. So let's try her out. So it's one of the best-selling pistols in the world, if not the nation, the Glock 19. This is a staple, really, in concealed carry, personal protection,
Duty gun,
literally anything you can think of. The Glock 19 is supposed to fulfill the void, really. So we decided to buy one, of course. Full transparency, Glock doesn't even know who I am. All right, so this is picked up on my own dime. This is the Glock 19 Gen 5 MOS, so it's optics ready. As you can see, we're rocking the optics. And we're here to tell you a little bit about it. But before we get right into the specs, you should go leave a comment in the comment section down below. That would really piss off somebody that's a Glock fan. I'd love to stir it up down there. Also, hit the subscribe button. And before we really dive into it, I would like to thank the sponsor of the channel, Kerr Ammo. If you use code DELP10, you get to get $10 off your first order over at Kerr, so go check them out. So let's dive right into the specs of this Gen 5. Start out, the Gen 5 runs about, like, what do you think, 550?
Yeah, 550.
The normal Gen 5,
yeah.
And the MOS, 650-ish. You got about $100 difference whether or not you're going to be running an optic on this. As previously mentioned, I am. The MOS does come with 4 different optics plates, so if you're going to be running like an RMR cut or something special, it comes ready, which is something like the SIG
did not.
Falls short on. SIG's Delta Point Pro, you're over with, or you're having to spend extra money
to make it work.
So,
Glock kind of gives you whatever you need.
So that's one of the benefits. Even though it's a little pricey, $650, it is what it is. This is a compact 9mm. You have about a 4-inch barrel. Perfect size. All right. Especially to run concealed. So if you're running it like I have it right here, it's a nice little sport action holster. It does really good. But if you're running it concealed, the 4-inch barrel and the smaller frame really works well.
You can easily appendix.
Yeah, easily appendix. I have an appendix holster from Dara, and I've actually used it, and it runs fine. It's not that different than the 43. I'm just going to be honest. I mean, obviously you get 15 double
stack. 6.
Yeah, compared to 6. But in terms of like, I just don't feel like it's that much bigger.
No, it's not that bad.
So
comparatively.
Polymer frame, and then we have the grip. So one of the things about the grip, there's no finger grooves in it, and that's one of the complaints, right?
I would complain about that too. I personally, the Gen 4 with finger grooves fit my hand. It fit, but if I had a larger hand or a smaller hand, it wouldn't work well. But
see, I don't find it that. So I have like smaller hands. And I personally don't have a problem without having the finger grooves in it. It's just my personal.
I prefer the Gen 4 finger grooves over that one.
It comes with 3 mags, 15-round mags, plus 1 in the chamber. A flared mag well, which is real nice if you're, just fumbling all over the place.
Trying to find the hole.
Can't find the hole. Big problems there. You have your accessory rail down here if you're wanting to run a light. I'm not sure if the TLR1 will run on it. I think it might be a little too big.
The TLR1 I think might be a hair big. I see a lot of guys run the new TLR7s on.
There you have it, TLR7. We're big Streamlight fans, just because we're too poor to have anything else.
Surefires.
A little out of the budget. You have ambidextrous slide release, so that's nice. Whether you can hit it there or you can hit it on the other side, whatever it needs to be.
You can flip the magazine release. You can flip it to make it left-handed.
That's one of the things I don't like about it. So I I don't know if it's just me and not having enough range time with it. I find myself glancing over the mag release. So one of the things I would do is, you know, have a little bit bigger mag release. But that's, like you said, you can change it to be more ambi.
Yeah.
Mag release over here on the side.
That'd be something I would struggle with because I'm used to, this is a Walther PPQ M1, and it's fully ambidextrous with side release and paddle style magazine release on both sides. So that's something I would struggle with compared to a Glock. And that's just because I'm used to this.
Right, right. But, and then you have the Glock sights. They're pretty much...
You love them or you hate them.
You love them or you hate them. Well, right before filming this, we had a guy here at the range, and we were talking to him about it, and he was obviously a Glock guy because he was all about it. And he was like, the first thing I'd change on
the sights.
Was the sights. And they're like, nice.
Me personally, I don't like them.
No, I mean, I don't have a problem with them.
I can still hit stuff with it. It's just preference. I like 3
Yeah, so better. like the SIGs, or like yours, the tritium night sights.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just...
Once you're used to it, it's hard going back.
No, it really is. I mean, it's really nice. So that's another thing, you know.
And I don't know if you noticed this, but on the Gen 5, they rounded the slide right here.
I did see.
And the front slide serrations.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And this is supposed to be a new, more durable coating. When they first came out with the Gen 5s, they really struggled with holster wear on them. Like this new coating really rubbed off on the first couple.
Now you can see.
It's got some yours.
Mine's already got holster wear.
Which it's going to the more you use it. Right. But they had a real big issue with the 19X when they first came out with
but that's Cerakoted. So I mean, if you look at my SIG, I've got some pretty serious holster wear on mine. It's been used a ton though.
But it was like when they first came out, it was like straight to the metal.
Really?
Real quickly. But obviously they've since fixed that. I mean, it's a Glock. But that's one issue they had right off the bat. That's pretty much the specs. So as you know, it's not always about specs and 4-inch barrels, but really how you use the 4-inch barrel. So let's transition right into to how it performed. But before we do, I would like to say thank you to the sponsor of this video, Core Essentials. So if you guys haven't been keeping up with me, I literally rock Core belts all the time and love them. Sparky likes them. I love mine.
Core was kind enough to sponsor this video, so big shout out to Core. Link will be in the description, and if you want to pick up something and save 10%, you can use my code Elliott Delp 10. It'll be down there in the description as well. So make sure to go check them out. Like I said, use a ton of their stuff. Their belts are durable. This is the Battle Belt, and I'm like a super big fan. If you're not familiar, Core has the little rail system on the inside.
Probably my favorite thing about it, honestly.
I mean, it's quick adjust. I mean, if
you tight enough.
Yeah, if you loosen it up while you're on the range, you're moving, you're shooting, and you need to tighten it, you can tighten it real quick. A little lever pulls it right open. So I mean, I'm a big fan with this and their other belts. I have an EDC belt too, and I like it a lot. So yeah. So big shout out to Core. We really appreciate it. And now let's get right on to how it performed. We've had this out on the channel for quite some time now. I think I've had it out since I bought it in January.
That sounds about right.
And we've been shooting it. We've been shooting it a lot down here at the range. I've ran through a duty holster from Dara, this Action Sport, and like I said, the end-of-waistband holster, and I've been shooting them both. And doing it with and without the optic. This is actually my first optic I've ever had on a pistol. The Glock's done really well. I haven't had any problems with it. I know it's like a compact. It's a lot smaller than...
It's like a medium frame.
It's like a medium frame.
Not a full size.
And I'm not a super big fan of smaller pistols. It's just not what I enjoy. And I've been honestly very pleased with shooting it. I can see why it's one of the most popular pistols out there. It's comfortable. It's accurate. Mm-hmm. Like it is accurate.
Oh yeah.
And it's easy to shoot. This is something literally anybody could use.
And Glocks are designed to be compatible for just about anybody.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. So what we were running through a lot of Callaway ballistics. So big shout out to Callaway Ballistics. They sent out the 9mm for this video. So big shout out to them. Glock ate it up. I didn't have a single malfunction.
Yeah, I mean, you could run Tula through it for years and you never had an issue with a Glock.
That's one thing I didn't run through it at any Tula. I've been shooting all brass. Man,
They're made to eat anything.
Yeah. Well,
and work every time.
I believe it. But it's been honestly a great little shooter. Been thoroughly impressed by it. And I had a pretty negative going into it.
Oh yeah.
Very happy with it. So now that I've told you how it performed, let's see in real time how it actually performs instead of like a crazy stop motion choreographed scene.
Send it.
All right. So this is the Callaway. Don't judge me if I miss. Sparky, you want to give her a go?
Sure, might as well. We're here, aren't we?
We're here, aren't we? Put it on a t-shirt. There you go. There's the ticket. I don't feel bad, you know, now that I missed one. All right, so let's talk and kind of go over who is this for. And I know we kind of briefly mentioned it earlier. I feel like this is literally everybody's pistol.
I would say that.
In the broad stroke. Mm-hmm. You know, this is not like your super dedicated competition shooter pistol. But if you wanted to run it in your first few competitions, you could.
Because literally every accessory manufacturer makes something for Glock.
Exactly.
So like if you wanted to take
holsters.
You mentioned earlier about the magazine release.
Yeah.
There's
probably 100,000.
There's so many different companies that, you know, make that, better triggers, slides, optics.
The world is literally your oyster when you buy this thing.
Especially with Glock.
It's like the AR-15 for pistols. Mm-hmm. You know?
You can find anything for a Glock.
Exactly. So it serves everything. So we talked about comp, how good it is for concealed carry. Mm-hmm. I mean, this is a small little pistol, and it would be great. Whether you're hiding it underneath like a shirt or something, it doesn't print at all. I mean, it's super compact.
Fit in a glove box, super easy.
Yeah, truck gun, you know, literally about anything, this will
do it.
We'll do it.
It'll do whatever you ask it to.
Yeah. So, and speaking of accessories and whatnot, you should go check me out on Instagram. If you haven't already, I literally post all kinds of deals on Instagram. I posted one today. Primary Arms had a sale for
I did see that
second focal plane scope for like $60, and they're usually $100. So that's pretty. I mean,
a good deal.
If you're looking for an entry-level second focal plane scope, it was a good deal. And I do that stuff all the time. I'm constantly scrolling through like Palmetto State and Primary Arms and Brownells. Like
you're supposed to be working.
Anyway, so go check me out on Instagram and make sure to follow me and shoot me a DM. I answer everybody's DMs, so don't hesitate to reach out. I really appreciate hearing from everybody. So I think that about does it for the video. I appreciate everybody for watching. I'd like to thank Core Essentials again for sponsoring this video. Make sure you use my code DELP10 when you check out to save 10% off on some pretty sweet belts. I think that about does it. We'll catch you guys on the next one. As always, take someone outdoors. Peace. I don't know, Sparkles. I think I could upgrade the trigger. Maybe a new safety and